Like it was the location for one. My kids are literally right up the road, and I've spent a lot of time away from them. So that and the core that they have here now is just kind of want to fit in, and be another piece of the puzzle, and hopefully bring the energy dynamic and take us to a different level in the playoffs.
What excites you the most about this team that you're going to be joining?
I mean, they have dynamic pieces in CC and Kelsey Mitchell and AB, Lexi Hall. I mean, they have a great core, so why not just add to that and try to take us to the next level in the playoffs. They were in first round, and I played against them in the first
Right.
round, and the way they came back the second game, it just makes you excited to, okay, I want to be a part of that. They didn't lay down and quit. They came back and actually try to beat us early, that next game. So it just shows a lot about their character and how hungry they are, and I want to be a part of that.
I want to get to that playoff series in a moment, but as you're making this decision, and you shared in your press conference, it was a difficult decision where you're going to go. Stephanie White, you've played with her before. The coaching staff, you know well. Amber Cox, you know well. How important was familiarity and those relationships as you're making this decision?
It's huge for me because I do have two kids, and I want to be comfortable, and I want to make sure that I'm going to be taken care of, on and off the court. So Steph just made it easy. I don't have to learn a whole new system in year 15. So that's huge. And I feel like they just put me in great positions on the court that makes me successful and took my game to a different level. And now you're playing with these dynamic players, and hopefully I can take my game to an even better level. So all of that was a factor. And Amber, I've been knowing for a long time, and she explained the vision here and where the Fever want to go. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm in. I'll be a part of that.
She knows where the Indiana Fever are going. Indiana Fever are going straight championship mode. They're going straight championship mode. And like she said, she doesn't have to learn a new system with Coach Stephanie White. And she knows she is playing with the best point guard in the league, and I guarantee her game evolves. She knows, oh my gosh, I got Caitlyn Clark. Do you understand what our pick and roll game is going to look like? Do you understand the type of passes and open looks I'm going to get? Do you understand that I can go from scoring 17 a game or 15 a game to scoring 22 a game? Oh my gosh. Do you understand I can land me another big contract? Oh my gosh. Why wouldn't I go there? Looking to probably finish my career there. And my kids are over there. Hello. Come on now. Win-win.
This is a stat that I really like because I think it surprises some people. The most playoff minutes ever played in league history. Fourth is Tamika Catchings. Three is Diana Taurasi. Two is Lindsay Whalen. And you are number one. That experience to a young, maturing team, what can you provide?
I'm hoping that I can provide a little bit of leadership, but I feel like they're a team that last year helped them a lot and understand the dynamics of playoffs. It's a whole different ball game when playoffs come, and I feel like they're a young team, but they're a good team, and hopefully I can just provide the knowledge and explain playoffs to them a little bit better so we can be better prepared and don't get punched in the face the first game. And it's hard to come back when you do that the first game. It's hard to come back and try to win two straight against a veteran team. So I think they got it, and I think that it's going to be steps throughout the regular season that get us prepared for that, because every game and every single night is going to be hard. These teams have changed a lot in this league, and every team has loaded up and gotten better. So I think that the regular season is going to definitely prepare us for that.
Last year, Connecticut.
It's definitely not going to be a walkthrough. But if this team gets going, bro. I'm telling you. This is not a team that's going to be... This is going to be a team's worst nightmare because you have to guard 1 through 5 twice.
In Indiana played a few times early in the season. They all went very well for Connecticut, but at the end of the season and into the playoffs, it felt like it was a completely different matchup. How much did you see the Fever grow from afar, just from the beginning of the year to when you played them in the playoffs?
I think everybody's seeing after playoffs what the Fever can do. They kind of went on this crazy run, and they were the most well-gelled team at that time. They went from the bottom straight, and they just kept trending. And it was like one of those teams you're like, man, you don't want to really see them in the playoffs. So we got the matchup, and I think our experience helped us very well. But that second game, they came out, and it was like, yeah, they just kind of went on this trajectory that was just like on the rise, and it was literally a Fever on the rise during the, right after All-Star. So that's exciting. That's exciting for me to see, and that kind of helped me with my decision.
She knows that Indiana Fever Rising. They were literally putting belt to skin on pretty much every team. And in fact, Indiana Fever beat them out of the All-Star break. And that's when I think they knew, like, okay, yeah, this Indiana Fever team is nothing to play with. They won like 7 games in a row or something like that. It was crazy. They're running through teams, bro. Straight up. And she just knows, like, hey, this team right here, you guys keep that core, I'm on my way.
One of the most fiery competitors in the league, Caitlyn Clark, is already establishing herself as one of those. You two had a moment in the playoffs, but I know you feel like that moment actually shows how well you guys can fit together too, right?
I think it's just two competitors going at it. It's the playoffs, so you're trying to get any way to win that game to get to the next round. So I think she's a great player. I'm happy to be on the side of her now instead of guarding her. Of course, she's a dynamic player, and you see that in what she's done in her rookie year. And I'm actually excited to see what she's going to do her second year in the league with a little bit, more experience and understanding a little bit more. So, like I said, hopefully I can make her job a little easier and she can make mine a little easier. But I think she's a great person, and we, been kind of connecting here. We had a great workout this morning, and it was fun. She's a fun kid.
Look, I'm telling you, like, Caitlyn Clark is young compared to DB. DB's looking at her like that's her daughter. Like, I'm telling you, DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Howard, Colson. These are now Lexi Hole and AB and Caitlyn. Those are their kids. Like, those are their little minis. No disrespect, but like, they're not saying they're better than them, but they're gonna look over them like, no, we got you. We're gonna lead y'all. We got you. We gonna have your back. That's the dope part about this. And in the situation where they had a feisty moment, DeWanna Bonner's looking at that like, yeah, that's my young point guard. Yeah, we had a feisty moment, and she held her ground. Yeah, I like that. Now we're on the same team. Now you got 2 of us to deal with, and Cunningham, and Lexi Hall, and Natasha Howard, and Kelsey Mitchell when she wants to start acting out. You got a problem with us now. And if Caitlyn Clark can show that competitiveness, hey, I love that. That's what we're here for, right? We're supposed to compete.
When you think back to the beginning of your career, you had some great matchups against the Fever, even your rookie season in the WNBA finals through Connecticut. What's been your perspective on this franchise? Because when you got into the league, it was Tamika Catchings and Kelly Crosskoff, and Stephanie White was a part of that as well. And kind of watching the transition that the franchise has been going about, kind of getting back to greatness a little bit.
I'm excited for them. I'm excited for this franchise. I think they deserve it. It's kind of crazy how you see how it happened in a year. You went from just a little fans in the stands to a sold out arena everywhere. Even on the road, it's crazy. I was telling Kelly, like in the playoffs, it almost felt like it was you guys' home game in Connecticut because there was so many fans that came out. So just credit to them, credit to this organization, credit to this team, and I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Oh, I was muted, man. Look, so what I was saying is, DeWanna Bonner's having a look at her. She's having the best smile. Look at her. When's the last time she smiled like that? She can't wait. In that whole situation with Caitlyn Clark, I mean, she cannot wait. Look at that. 2 competitors. She understands, like, hey, my young rookie, she, you know what I mean? If we're both competing like that, I mean, this is only up. Come on now. What are we talking about? Look at that smile.
I think one of the best compliments for what this team, what this roster is capable of is you simply saying, at this stage of my career, all I'm thinking about is winning. And that decision to come to Indiana speaks volumes. When you look at the starting 5 or the potential starting 5 right now, it could be 5 different all-stars. What's this team capable of?
The sky's the limit, but I think it's gonna all come down to everyone who knows that on paper it can look very, very good, and how we can gel, how we can bond, and everybody buying into the roles and the goals of the team. And I think we got a great group to do that, and everybody wants to win, and we're hungry. I think we're a hungry group, so I'm just excited to get out there with everybody and get the final roster, because I'm pretty sure there's more things in the works in free agents. So I'm just kind of sit back and waiting, but I can't wait for April 27th is training camp. I got to mark down and get out here with everyone and set our goals and what we want to do.
When you think about your stage of your career and playing at the level that you are, all-star and back-to-back seasons, what has been the key or the secret for you to playing at this level at a stage where many players aren't capable of that anymore?
Oh man, I had great coaches. I've had great teammates to play alongside of in Connecticut. That has helped me along the way, make my job a little easier, and just being put in positions and situations that makes me successful. I'm not the one that kind of force things, and I like to take the easy road. I'm old now, so I don't want to bang and get beat up all night. So I just credit to my teammates and my coaches, honestly, and just put me in great positions to, score and play the basketball that I like to play.
Want to get your thoughts on a few of your teammates that you'll be joining here, and you touched on her earlier, but let's start with Caitlyn and the ability to share everything that is on the floor and off the floor with Clark.
Yeah, she's just a smart player. You already see what she's done in her rookie season, and I think she gets the ball to people in the right positions to help them be successful. So that's huge, and I'm hoping that I can give her a little bit more leadership and knowledge for her to understand this league a little bit better. And like I said, when playoffs hit, she'll be ready. But I don't think you have to instill that in a lot of players, and she's one of them. I think she kind of go back and study and see those things and figure it out herself, which is just shows what type of player she is. So I'm excited to step on the court with her. I play with a lot of great players, so to also continue to do that, and I'm just so excited to see where her second year is going to go. I'm excited. Her first year was insane. You don't see too many rookies come in and do that. So yeah, I'm excited to see where her second year is going to go.
It sounds like
Insane. You heard it. You look. Listen to the passion she's speaking with. It was insane. She loves Caitlyn already. They're already working out together. Like, she's speaking very highly of Caitlyn. Very highly. I mean, I think a lot of you guys got to understand what happened last year. I think we need to brush that off because DB doesn't seem like she's worried about that at all. I think she's really going into this like looking to win the championship.
like you've already heard a lot in positive reviews from the Caitlyn Clark fan base and all that as well. And the excitement to have you here.
I don't think I even need to hear it. You can just watch her game. I mean, everybody sees it. She's just a dynamic player, man. She's one of those ones that you come in and can make an instant impact, as you can see. And I'm just happy that I don't have to guard her this year. I can actually play alongside her, so that's pretty cool.
Kelsey Mitchell's a player who's maybe been out of the spotlight because the Fever haven't had a great record for a lot of her time here, but you know her as well as anybody and her ability to be a knockdown shooter and scorer. What do you anticipate sharing the floor is going to be like with her?
Oh, I can't wait. I think she's the most dynamic player in the WNBA. Like, she's quick, she's athletic, she can shoot, she can score, she can pass, and I can't wait to play her alongside her. And not only that, I think she's a great human being. So, I'm excited to be her teammate. I talked to her a little bit, and she just welcomed me to Indiana. She's been here for a very long time, and it's her time, and she want to win. And it's just, I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she's getting this attention. I'm happy that hopefully we can put up a winning record for her because she's been here so long. So. Just excited to play alongside of her, and like I said, I'm just happy I don't have to guard these players anymore and just be on alongside of them, because Kelsey is one hard player to guard, man. You never know, she can take off on you really quick.
It's funny, no matter who you talk to, that's always just she's one of the toughest players to guard.
Gosh,
you hear that?
So tough.
You hear that from everybody. You bring multiple championships and multiple All-Stars, and so too does Natasha Howard. What is her inclusion and her decision to play here with Indiana? What does that mean to you? What can it mean to the Fever?
I think she made her decision before me, so it was like, okay, you got Tosh, and that was a huge gift for Indiana. So I'm like, man, just looking at the lineups and the possibilities of different things that can happen and the rotations that we can have, I'm like, I think I fit in pretty well there. So I'm happy to be finally playing alongside her. I've never played with her before, so I can't wait till we get back here and I get to learn her game. She gets to learn a little bit about my game, and we can share this leadership role a little bit. She's considered a vet in this league, so to have someone else come in here and also Sydney, and she's one too, so have them come in here and just kind of give the young ones a little bit of a path or a little background about how this works, and I think it's gonna help us be a little bit more successful.
And then you shared earlier.
100%. And I think the young ones are going to be willing to learn. They understand, hey, Caitlyn Clark, we understand who you are. You the big dog. But now you have real veterans that we've really been through playoff experiences, champions. They don't see the one thing about Caitlyn Clark, they don't have to teach Caitlyn Clark how to be a pro. As far as, hey, you need to work hard. You need to put your all into this game. You need to go study. You need to eat the right nutrition. You need to wake up and get to the gym. You need to go. No, Caitlyn Clark, you need to take your ass home. You need to rest. Those are the type of conversations they're going to have with her. Oh, Caitlyn Clark, we call her, she's in the film room. She's one of those players. So they don't have to, that's one thing you don't have to teach her, is how to not cheat the game. Now, what they can teach her are, okay, how can we get away with this with the refs? Okay, how can we imitate this to do this, or how in the playoffs could we get this? How could we take this away from them, or what? You know what I mean? There's just certain things that they need to do and learn still as young players. Lexi Hall, AB, um, uh, Caitlyn Clark, even Kelsey Mitchell. They're all still, we're talking about they're bringing champions in the building. They're bringing actual champions and playoff runs players in the building. We're talking about DeWanna Bonner, who leads the WNBA in total existence in playoff minutes. That's crazy. That's crazy, and I did not know that. So I'm super excited about this. And I know DB is. She's really trying to hold back that smile. This is actually going to be a really good fit. And I think, like she said, fitting in with Natasha Howard and what Natasha Howard brings, and you got her at the 3, so they're going to be very tight. They're going to be very tight on defense, and they're going to be very tight on just kind of leading this organization in the right way as far as this team. And they have one of the coaches, and the coach will lead. Coach Stephanie White is going to lead this organization, but then she's going to expect these vets to hold these young cats accountable, 100%. So that's what I'm excited about, to see how that all works out and to see how they come out and really play. But like I said, all these girls on this team, from what I heard, Lexi Hall, you don't need to tell Lexi Hall how to train. You don't need to tell Lexi Hall how to be a pro. She understands, hey, I need to eat. She's in one of the best shapes. She's a runner. She's going to do her cardio. She's going to do her training. She's going to eat right. Lexi is Lexi. And now I think the biggest help this is going to be is on Aaliyah Boston when it comes to Natasha Howard. I think she's going to be learning a lot from her. So I'm just super excited. Can't wait for the season to start. And I'm not going to listen to too much more of this interview, but I'm just super, super geeked. All right, let me see what else they're talking about. We'll skim through it.
What did she want? What was her goals? And she told me her goals, and I think
when you made this decision, and somebody that you'll be spending a lot of time on the court with, person you spoke to when you made, and then you shared earlier today.
And I think it's gonna help us be a little bit more successful.
And then you shared earlier today, Aaliyah Boston was actually the first person you spoke to when you made this decision, and somebody that you'll be spending a lot of time on the court with.
Yeah, I spoke to her, and I just asked her what did she want, what was her goals, and she told me her goals, and I think for us to be good, we need Aaliyah Boston to be great. So I think she understands that, and like I'm super excited to be on the court with her, and I'm hoping that I can help grow a game and keep double teams away from her a little bit, so she can really show what she can do. I just think she has another level that everybody should be excited to see.
As we close in on late April and as we close in on May when the games start to count, how important is the chemistry dynamic of all of this and everybody gelling together? Good problem to have, but a lot of moving pieces here coming into the season.
Yeah, it's going to be a process. Everybody knows you just don't step on the court and it all comes together. But that's the fun part about basketball, figuring out how this works and what lineups works with, and who you play well off of and what spots and stuff. So I'm excited to get back and do that, and just understanding that you can't get too high, you can't get too low. We'll figure it out throughout the season because you want to be playing your best basketball when playoffs start.
Aspen rebounding.
I just want to win the game, honestly. I'm excited to have that accomplishment, but
2010 to 2015. What's your perspective on how the game has evolved over your 15 years?
I think women's basketball
is that all of that to you?
I think it's huge. I think that
the investment that you've seen here in Indiana from a facilities perspective.
That's
on your calendar.
And I'm in the gym a lot and trying to get ready because, like I said, there's a lot of young guns out there now that, they want to take your spot, and I don't blame them. But it's going to be hard because I'm going to go after it just like I did, 15 years ago. And I'm excited to be in another training camp. I'm excited to be in a training camp with these players and these young players that are just hungry. I think we're going to have a competitive training camp. It's going to be intense, and I think that's just going to prepare you for, steps in May and so on and so on.
Final thought here. You've got a lot of people watching that were Fever fans and have been Fever fans for a long time and remember you back at the beginning of the career.
Yeah.
Maybe even you ripped their hearts out a little bit back in 2009.
Not me.
But also a lot of new fans that have joined in the last couple of years too. So what's your message to the entire Fever fan base here as you join the Indiana Fever?
That's a lot of pressure. I'm happy to be here. I'm hoping that I can give you guys the product that that is needed, and I hope that we get some wins in here for you guys. But continue to come out and support, and yeah, go Fever.
100%, man. Go Fever. There you have it. DeWanna Bonner, welcome to the Indiana Fever. Can't wait to see you in that uniform. Can't wait for the season to start. We're going to move on, man. We got some other videos to get to. If you have not, man, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to actually on this channel 1,000 subscribers. So please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And actually, since we're on this channel, please share this video, like this video, comment on this video. Get this video out to as many people as possible. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to catch you on the next one. And we're out.